Hello and welcome to this third video from the series about Python integration for MetaTrader 5. In this video we are going to cover a lot of information about how to work with symbols, how to access symbol data. So let's jump to the point. If I go to the documentation page, here on the left side menu, you can see all these functions related to symbols. Symbols total, symbols get, symbol info, info tick, select. We're going to discuss each of them. So let's start with the first one, symbols total. You can see here the brief description, the total number of financial instruments in the MetaTrader 5 terminal, and this function returns an integer value. So let's copy this one, and if I go back to Spider, let me import the MetaTrader 5 package and initialize connection between my Python environment and the MT5 terminal. Now I'm connected, and let's just write a comment, symbols total, and I'll create a variable with the same name, symbols total equals MT5 dot symbols total. If I run this one, you can see here integer type with 2067 symbols. So if I go to the MetaTrader terminal and if I right click here on my market watch, you can see these 2067 symbols are right here inside this list, including forex, commodities, indices, crypto, bonds, and stocks, and custom symbols as well. So this is the first function. The next one, let's go to the documentation again. Symbols get. You can see here get all financial instruments from the MetaTrader 5 terminal, and here is an optional parameter which is used to group by symbol name. For example, we are going to use euro or USD to filter only strings, only symbol names that contain these strings. So let's go to Spider or to your IDE, and here the next function is symbols get. Let me create another variable, symbols get equals MT5 symbols get, and I'm not going to use the group parameter for the moment, but you can see here is tuple. Here you can see, and if you have watched my video about account info, you know that quite often the returned value is in the form of tuple, and it's none in case of an error. So it's a tuple in this case. So let's go back, and for example, if I run only this symbols get variable name, I will get data for each symbol. Let me do it. You can see how many. You can keep scrolling because these are the 2067 symbols with the description of each of them. And because I don't want everything, let me show you. For example, if I want to access the first symbol, I can do something like 0. And here is the information only for the first symbol. And you can see that this one is the Euro USD. So if I want to access specific attributes for this symbol, I can do so by typing the name, or if you want, you can see here, for example, bit price, ask price. So let's use this just to provide a few more examples. For example, bit ask. You can put all this inside the print statement if you want, but I don't really want to spend time on this. So bit price, ask price for this first symbol from the entire list of 2067 instruments. You can do something like, for example, if you want to print only the first 10 or 12, let's say count equals 0, and for as in symbol get print s dot name count +1 if count equals 10. I want to break this loop, so let's run this one and see what's happening. So here is a list of the first 10 symbols from the list, and of course you could access instead of symbol name, you can use any other attribute of each symbol. For example, in this case is the name, but if you write let's write another print statement with s bit, and let me run this once again. And you can see here for the Euro USD bit price is 1.03, for the GBP 1.23, and so on and so on. So let's move to the next function. By the way, when you have this kind of tuple, you can do something. You've seen this already, but let me show it once again. So if you write symbol get, and for example I will take the first symbol from the entire list, and let me convert this as a dictionary here, and you can see for Euro USD, this is the first symbol from the list, you can get these key value pairs, and now you can see here 5 digits, you can see another, you can see the bit price and so on. So you can use this function if you prefer to work with dictionary. So one more thing, if you want to use the group parameter, let me show you this because it's important. Occasionally you would like to use this. So for example, let me copy this function once again. MT5, and if I type here group equals parentheses and this asterisk sign, let's use the euro and again the asterisk, and if I run this one, you can see again this list, so I'll have to save it into a variable. Euro list equals to a variable. Here you can see that in total it's a list of 20 symbols that meet this criteria to have euro inside this name. Let's create a loop for euro in euro list print e.name. This should work. And you can see all these symbols containing the euro inside as part of their name. It could be at the beginning or it could be elsewhere. Okay, now let's move to the next one, which is symbol info. And again, if you want to access the information for a particular symbol, you can type as a string the symbol name, and the return data will be in the form of a tuple, and in case of an error you will get none. So let's go and use this symbol info. Just let me create more space, and symbol info variable will be equal to 25 symbol info, and you can see here, let's use this time USD Japanese yen. Of course, the symbol name, the string, should match the string name that you have here on your market watch, or which is described here in your symbols list. So this name should be the same as this one here. And let's run this one. Now a tuple should be returned, if you remember, and all this information is related to the euro, to the USD Japanese yen currency pair. Of course, once again you can access, for example, symbol info dot, let's say spread. Is it available? Let me check actually. Spread, okay. To or symbol info dot ask, but just take a look at all this information, and if you prefer, maybe it's structured better if you convert it into a dictionary. So again, this function and all the relevant information structured in key value pairs. So if you take a look, digits, 3 digits, yes, of course, this Japanese yen currency pair. You can see here the ask price and so on and so on. So this is how you can work with this symbol info function, and how you can access the different attributes of this object here. So for example, another option, you've seen this before, but another option to access this information, if you want to access, for example, index 0, which is the first element here from the tuple. Let me provide here index 0, so it should return false. And yes, of course, this is the case. I'd like to split the video here, so I'll create a second part because it's too long already. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the second part about symbols. Thanks.